Hello everyone, welcome to QAWithSJ channel. In today's video, we are going to learn scanner class. So what is the use of it and how to use this in Java. So basically scanner is a class. So it is a predefined Java class. So whenever we are running a program, we are already initializing the values to the variables, right? But on the fly, when you run the program, if you want to provide those values on the console itself, then we can use it this scanner class. Okay, so these are all different methods we can use it under this particular scanner class. And when you use next, let's suppose you want to give some integer value. Let's suppose int x equal to 10 into y equal to 20. These values, instead of initializing on the before executing, uh, you want to give these values on the fly, then you have to use next int. So what it will do is it will ask you to provide the values when you run the particular program. If you want to give some strings, then you can use nextLine. Double, then you can use nextDouble. Next is for single word. Okay, so if you want to give some strings, always go with the next line. So let's see these uses. So what I will do, I will create one class file here. So scanner example. So this is from Java util package. Okay. So always, since it is a class, we have to create object. So what is an object? What is a class? So all these things we can learn in the OOPS concepts. Okay. As of now, you can just follow this. So here you have to provide this system dot input string. Okay. So this particular scanner class needs input stream. So we provided that. Now let's suppose I want to give some okay value. Then what I will do now, sc dot next int. Okay, it returns integer. You can see it here. So it's written type of int, right? So that int we can store in a variable. Let's suppose x. Okay. Now what I will do, I will provide one more next int, but here I will make it as y. Okay. Now what I will do, I will print this output x plus y. So now let's run this particular program. So now it is asking for the input 10, hit enter. So we have, since we have given next int for 2 times, right? So first I have entered 10 and then hit enter, and then now I will be entering 20. Then you can see the output. So here you don't see anything, right? So instead of that, let's add some sysout statement so that you will understand correctly. So enter something like x value. Okay, so that when it's printed, then you will be able to understand, right? So enter y value. Now let's run this particular program. You can see it is asking to enter x value. Let's give some 40. Let's give some 50. Now hit enter. Now the output would be 90, right? So this is how you can use next int. Let's suppose you want to do something. What can we do is, um, let me comment out all of this. Now what I will do, from the same scanner class, I will use next line, like next line method. Okay. So now it returns string, this particular method. So string str equal to, so before this, if you want, you can give some sysout statement, enter name. Okay. Now it will wait until you provide the value, then it will stored in this particular variable. Now if you print that, if you want, you can print it. When you run it, now you can see it is asking for the name. Hello, hello, it got printed. Whatever you give, it will print it. Okay, now let's see one thing. Now, now in the same scanner class, I've used nextInt. Okay, now let's suppose I'm entering some A's here. So enter your A's. Enter your A's. Okay, now then since it is giving int, so I'm just storing in a variable called A's. Then let me print this particular thing is. Okay, now, now let's run this particular one, whether it is working fine or not, we'll check. Okay, enter your A's 40 or something like that. Then it was, yeah, it is perfectly working fine. Let me do one thing. I will do one more thing. Now here, what I will do, enter your name. Okay, now for name, I mean for strings, what we have to use? We have to use nextLine, right? This is the method from the scanner class since it is providing string. So I'm just giving some variable called name, and if you want to print both, then let's print it one after the other here. Let's see. So yeah, now let me run this particular program. So it is asking you to enter your age. Let me give 40. Then what happened? Oh, okay. So let me print the name. Okay. Let's enter 50. That's it. So what is happening here? So it's still, it's not asking you to enter your name. What could be the reason? So here this is the trick. This is the problem, right? So when you are entering your age, let's suppose you gave age as 25. Okay, then it comes here. Okay, then it comes here so that you are able to enter your age. Let me run it again. Let me give the age 25 just for the example. Now it is not asking you to enter your name. So you have entered 25. Then what you are doing? You're entering something like 2 from the keyboard, 2 5, and then plus what you're entering. You are entering enter button, right? So in the background, how it works is, okay, you're entering enter button. So in the background it is a backslash n, like it will add in new line, right? So since you have added new line, sc dot next line, since int is equal to sc dot next int, so it is taking that 25. When it comes to next line, okay, it is reading that particular n. Okay, so always this next line looks for the end character, I mean new line character. But since you've already given on top of this next line, okay, it's not as, that's the reason it is taking this as empty and it is printing nothing. So to avoid that, what you have to do is you have to use one more next line. So this will take care of that. And if you run it, so this special character will be completed by this time, and then again it will ask you for the name. Now you can see I will add a enter the age. Now you can see this. So now both are got printed correctly. So whenever you use nextInt or nextDouble, nextFloat on any of these things, right off and after that, when you want to use nextLine after all of these, always add an extra sc dot nextLine. Okay, so that it helps you to print these values correctly, to take the values from the console correctly, and then you can work on it. Okay, so this is the uses of scanner. and let's do small program from with scanner. So scanner program, just for your reference, how it works and all. So this is the, I'm just taking an array just to provide the values to an array. Okay, so this is the array. New int of size I will give as 5. Okay, 5 values I want to give. So I ideally in our array class, how we are providing the values, array of 0, so the index start from like this, right? 10, array of 1, right? Then it would be some 30. So if you want to print, then how you are printing this? So let me copy all of this. Array of 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, my bad. We haven't added. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, right? So then 30, 40, 50, then something like 60, something like this. Now if you want to print this data, how you can do? You can use arrays dot, either you can use uh, like for loop just to see, or you can use arrays dot toString method also, right? Now you can see whether the values are got added or not to this particular array. So this is one way, right? But if you want to enter these values in the runtime, then how can we do that, right? So let's see that. So I'm just copying all of that, and what I will do, I will write a for loop. Okay, now int I equal to 0 and I less than array dot length, and then I will do I plus plus here. So this is for syntax. Now what I will do here, I will create scanner object here, and system dot in, right? Now, so here what I will say, like enter enter array value at index I. Okay, so that you will be able to understand. Sc dot next int, right? Then what I will do now here, I will store this particular value into this particular array of I. So whatever the value we'll get now, array of 0. So first what will happen? First it will check I equal to 0, is 0 less than length? Yes. Now it comes here. Then sc dot next line will ask you uh, to give the value. Whatever the value you will provide, it will store in under array of 0. Now I value will be incremented. Now whatever the value will give, it will store under array of 1. So like that this will loop will run, and then if you want you can print like this, arrays dot toString. Okay, then array, right? So let's see, let's run this particular program, and what are the values? See, enter array value at index 0. It is asking you 50. Now at index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, then it is printing all your values, right? So this is how you can pass the values after you run the program from the console itself. I hope you understand, you liked it. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe.